Nice jabs. You're no longer allowed to throw your jab. Rest of today, jabs are off limits for you. How do you defend a jab? Yes. How do you defend a jab as you're going forward? Do you know? Nope. That's going backwards. Lucian throws his jab towards me. I take both hands and I bring him right here. Go right towards it. Okay? Because if he throws his jab and I go like this, what did I just do? Open up my side for a strike, right? I don't want to do that. Even if he throws a jab and I scoop over the top, what did I just do? Opened up, right? So if I'm moving backwards and I use those hand movements, that's fine. Those are good because you're moving away from his other strikes he's going to throw at you. But as I go forward, he throws that jab, I'm going to bring both my hands in here, right? And now I have the advantage because I get closer to him while he was throwing his strike. Does that make sense? Okay. I will not be jabbing you. Set, courtesy, tap gloves. Okay. And go. Yep, nice and close. So what's your goal? Not to stay in front of me, right? Where do you want to go? Yes, perfect, there you go. So keep circling that way as you throw. Yep, get a little closer, you're out of range. There we go. Nice, that was good. Now make a combo out of it. Step, throw, not towards the back, but yes. Go, step, throw, another one, and another one. 3 straight combo, perfect. Keep going. Yes, there we go. There you go. Good. Don't stop. Yep, stay in that good fighting stance and keep throwing straight. Nice roundhouse kick. Hands in the guard, hands up. Yeah, there we go. Lucian's saying that proper fighting stance. Okay, so this time we're gonna throw volume. Do you guys remember what that means? Yes, a lot of strikes. Okay, so they're not necessarily super hard, but they're a lot of strikes over and over again. And then what do? Just stay there forever and ever? No, you move. You pop out. You move, and then you step back in, throw a lot of strikes. A lot of strikes being 5 to 7 strikes, and then you pop right back out. Then you go back in, you throw your strikes. They can be kicks or punches, and you pop out the entire time. All right, we're gonna do a 2-minute round. Go. Full strikes though. Straight arms. Good fighting stances. Hands stay in the guard. Why are we doing the drill this way? Why aren't I being like, okay, now please throw this combination? Why am I making you guys do this? Why did we do this drill over here? When I didn't tell you, I just told you what you had to start with. Any guesses? Just because I want to sit back and watch you guys do it by yourself? No. Why? What's the purpose? Get better. To get better at doing what? We're close. Creating your own combos. Creating your own combinations. Okay? So I want you guys, when you guys are sparring, to not just rely on like jab, cross, roundhouse kick. I want you guys to come up with more combinations. And the way you do that is by being put in situations where you have to think through it yourself. If I constantly tell you to throw a cross hook roundhouse kick, when you spar, you want to throw a cross hook roundhouse kick. But that doesn't work for everybody. Maybe it works for Lucian, but it doesn't work for you. Maybe it works for you and doesn't work for Lucian. Okay? When I spar, I love throwing cross hook roundhouse kicks. When Miss Reagan spars, Miss Reagan is not a cross hook roundhouse kick type of person. Okay? So it's all about what combinations work for you. And the only way you can find out what those combinations are is by you throwing combinations, see what you like and see what you don't like. Does that make sense? So right now, do you like speed, power, or volume?
Speed.
Speed. Interesting. Do you like speed, power, or volume?
I bet he's going to say volume.
Pick one.
Volume.
Volume. Yes. I also think you're more of a power type of person, but we'll give it to you. All right, but now we're going to go through these speed, and we're going to see how these speed strikes match up with your other two strikes. Does that make sense? Okay. Line it up. Not with your back against the wall. Ready? Set. Go. 1, 2, and then you're out. Then you're out. You're out. Yep. A lot of front hand shots. Not a lot of backhand shots. In our fighting stance with our left foot forward, not with our right foot forward. Keep going. Hands.
How butterfly with Mr. D's wisdom?
So this is your figure 8 here. Your butterfly, you're going to take both hands, and you're going to right across the center. Yep, so one there, one there. Awesome. Now, from here, your bow's going to come underneath your arm. So you turn it up. The bow comes all the way up to your arm, and then you bring it straight out. And then you turn underneath the arm, straight out. Close. I want you to pay attention to this part of the bow. Don't worry about this. This doesn't exist. This part. It comes all the way down in front of you, right? And then you flip it over. And then what's that part do? Comes all the way down in front, and then you flip it over. That was it. You just did it twice. All right? Nice, Lucian. Now we're going to spin to the end of it. So you're here. You're going to throw, catch. And I want you to step, spin, and strike it down. Yep, spin that way. Yes. But you got to start with the throw catch. So you're here, do that figure 8. You step, throw, catch. Then you step with your right foot all the way across. Step with your left foot all the way back. You want to be on the angle, and you slice straight down. Okay? What's that back part of the bow do first? All the way down your arm. Nice. Hi, my name is T.J. Bernardin, over here at Team Andrello Martial Arts. I'm a 4th degree black belt, and I've been training with Lucian Vianca, private lessons since March. We work on self-defense skills. We also work on some MMA, boxing, and kickboxing kind of stuff. And then we normally finish it off with some really fun weapons or some kicks, as well as getting their fitness in for the week. So if you guys would like to come down and train, you want to come on over and do some private lessons with me, or just train in our group classes at Team Andrello, feel free to reach out at the number down below.